Alright, hello YouTube, it's Captain Apps here with you once again for part 3 of my first impressions here of ChasePlane. And right now, that beautiful exterior shot is courtesy of ChasePlane. We're just about coming up to top and drop in the next few minutes here, so we're basically going to start setting up for our arrival into Boston right now. So without further ado, let's hop back in the flight deck. And unfortunately, there are a few sound glitches between ChasePlane and the Q400, and nobody really quite knows how to fix them yet. Unfortunately, it's a little bit frustrating sometimes. All of a sudden it'll work again. You'll click something in the flight deck and it'll work again. So it's a little bit frustrating to try and use it sometimes for that reason. The Q400 seems to be unique and a unique aircraft that's affected by that. So most of the other aircraft is not an issue. It's part of the way Majestic designed the Q400. So, with that in mind, let's start setting up for the arrival into Boston here. And so we're planning the ILS to runway 4 right here in Boston today. It's a great approach. So let me pull up that approach plate, and let's start off by reprogramming the FMS here. And I guess we could also do it this way. We got a nice view of the FMS. So let's go ahead and go. Why do I keep bringing that up? Flight plan, menu, arrive, Boston, arrival runway 4 right, Gardner 4, via Albany, and then the ILS to 04 right, from Winnie, flight plan. Now there's probably a discon in here. Let's just do a direct to the Gardner on the new, do the second Gardner. So now after Gardner, it's going to go to Bronx, and let's just have a quick look at the fuel page here. 3,500 pounds overhead. Perfect. The other thing we have to do is we have to reset our vertical profile. The only one we have is we have an expect lobby at 9,000. So that's what we've got. And then, so vertical direct to lobby 9 or 1,000, 1,800. We can probably go down even steeper than that. 2,000. That'll work. 2.7 degrees. We got about 5 minutes to top a drop. Perfect. So let's quickly switch back here and let's just get this programmed in. So we're going to need frequency 110.3.
Delta 8, common maintain level 360. 360.
There's 110.3 set twice. Let's go back forwards again so we can set this on the MFD. The inbound course is 035. So if we press and hold the format button for 3 seconds, it brings up just the ILS here, so we can go ahead and set 035. There we go. Skip over to the FO side, and he can set that for himself because he's got the ILS up on his side, so he can just go 035.
Speedbird 173, you're leaving my airspace to the southwest.
And then he should be back on nav. Perfect.
Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Alright. ILSDA. Let's go ahead and set 220. Alright, it's a little bit hard to see what I'm doing here behind the control column. I could make the control column disappear, but I know I can.
3606, descend and maintain level 230.
Encore 3606, descend flight level 230. 220 on the MDA, 230 on the altitude now. 230 alt cell BS minus 1000. So didn't even have a chance to get the approach briefing done here because I was chatting about ChasePlane too much. But I hope you guys enjoyed part 2, and I hope it was educational. If you're on the fence about ChasePlane, I was not on the fence for a while. I just simply had to find the budget for it. But Wow, what a great piece of software. Again, another one that was totally worth the money. And especially for recording videos and trying to make smooth transitions for videos. I'm very happy that it worked out so well. Okay, there we go. We got 230 set. We got the speed back. All right. The one thing we actually need speed. So what's our landing weight going to be? Let's check this out here. Performance. So we're going to be about 51.3. So we'll set 52,000 pound landing weight. Should be good. All right. So flap 15 landing. That's 240 descending 230. And let's pop that out again. Let's get flap 15 landing. It's going to be 115. I really should also create a zoomed in view perhaps of the PFD for doing this sort of stuff and not have to pop out the window at all. 106, 115, 106, and then in the back of the transponder we put in the fry and the climb speeds, which are 119 and 141. So 19 we can round up to 20 because we can't do 19 on transponder, and 41. There we go. Alright, back up front and center, and a quick little approach briefing. And there's Alt Star, so let's just get the power back in there.
Encore 3606, cross lobby, maintain 9,000, Boston altimeter 3018.
Cross lobby at maintain 9,000 on 3018 for Encore 3606. 9,000, and I've already forgotten, I think he said 3016. Wow, if you don't write it down right away, you lose it. 3018, there it is. So we're going to set 3018 in the backup. We've got 9,000 feet, oops, wrong way. We've got 9,000 feet set on the altitude, on the altitude selector right now. We'll just wait for that top to drop. And it should be less than 2 minutes, so we can arm it now, and then we'll start down in a minute. Alright, so speeds are in 115, 106, 20, and 41. And distances are checked. Today we're going to be doing the Gardner 4 arrival into Boston. Basically, we're already on our way from Gardner. We're on our way directly to Gardner, and then after Gardner, where's my FMS here? It's Bronx. Thank you, top descent alert. After Gardner, Bronx. Lobby, expect to cross at 9,000, that's what he gave us. Then over to Revere and the BOS, Boston VOR. And then we're going to do the ILS to runway 4 right via, we have Winnie, Nabo, Milt at 1700.
And
the missed approach is climb to 3,000 feet outbound on the 030 radial to Wax intersection at and hold. And I have no concept of whether we started down yet or not. Without some kind of gyroscopic cue, it's hard to tell if we started down or not. So, yeah, so quick briefing of the approach plate here. So the ILS or Loc 4 right, 11-1, 29th of March, 110.3, set twice. Final approach course, oops, 035 is set twice. And glide slope at Milt 1700, that was checked. The ILSDA 218, we've got 220 set there. 220 set for the MDA. And touchdown zone at 18 feet. The MSA highest southwest of the Boston VOR. Overhead downtown 2,500 feet. Missed approach climb to 3,000 feet on the Boston VOR. 030 radial. Outbound to Waxon intersection and hold. No wind control tower report tall vessel approach area for right helicopter visibility reduction not authorized. Authorized. That's spelled wrong. On the approach plate it's spelled wrong. Oh my gosh. Fiji aside ILS glide path not coincident. 3-degree glide slope, ALS F2 Pappies, it's day VFR, it's a beautiful day in Boston. It's 10 miles scattered, 2,300. It's a beautiful day in Boston. We're going to land on 4 right, vacate left, probably hotel or Foxtrot, maybe Yankee. And the only other thing I need to know is what gate do we park at here. So let's have a quick little check-see here. so I'm not looking when we get there. There's VNAV path. And there we go. Encore parks at gate Alpha 1. So we'll go to Alpha 1. Alright, starting down now. Keep that speed from going in the red line. Gotta get this right back to flight idle here. Where is my console view? Oh, I got lots more room to flight idle there. There we go. As I start to get more and more used to this, I think it's going to get more and more intuitive too. I find that already. I'm finding it's much more intuitive. Beautiful. Look at those clouds. Alright, let's have a quick look and make sure the ice protection is still standard plus props windshield. Perfect. Looking good. Alright, that probably didn't need the power quite so far back. Maybe we'll take a few more gratuitous outside shots here. So we fly over that Massachusetts landscape. Wow. Global Vector and FTX Global have really combined
Golf 4707, descend and maintain 8,000.
Put some nice stuff together.
Roger, descend and maintain 8,000, 4707.
Alright, well you can't see much now, but there we go. Beautiful. Still the active sky, loving the active sky as well. Doing some nice things. And I mean, you could do all sorts of really neat things with ChasePlane. So like, you want to see what's below you? Let's see if we can do this here. Move the camera forward. And you can really kind of press your nose up against the glass and really kind of just, what's underneath the airplane now? And see, we're not even all the way forward yet. There we go. We found the window. So this is my head still in the window now. And I can look at the side. I can even try to look behind us a little bit more from the edge of the window. This is always a fun view too. I love the people who manage to just get like a camera in the corner of the flight deck here. I think I'm trying to make ChasePlane work a little bit too hard here, but that's always a neat view too. That very high. Maybe even move it just a little bit more even into the corner right about there. Just move it just enough laterally to get it to stop that clipping there. But what a neat view from there too, like a very high level view of the flight deck. Not one that I think anybody planned on. Alright, we should probably actually focus on what we're doing here. Because we're going to be there soon. It's 15-4. We're still doing good. We're still doing good. Alright, but we did go through transition, so 3018 on the meter now. I think I could end up... The trouble with the presets is they end up being a little bit addictive. I could probably end up with a lot of presets in my menus and ChasePlane very quickly here. Alright, and... so 3018 is that cross-check. I think we need a little bit more trim in there. If I do console, can I just see the trim wheel? No. I feel like this console might need to be zoomed out a little bit maybe. Because I feel like I just...
Mike, cross or white forelock.
Zoom out just a little bit because I'd like to have the trim wheel in it. I think that would probably be good. So maybe let's update the console to look like that. Perfect. Alright. recenter that trim. And I can continue playing with this, and I probably, as I do more flights, I'll probably will keep adding more views to this aircraft, because it's just there's so many possibilities with ChasePlane, and there's so many fantastic views, especially when a company like Majestic takes the time to do a really detailed model. The more detailed the model, the more these kind of views are going to really look good, and you're going to really want them. Starting to look busy down here, and somewhere out here, not sure how much further along, but somewhere out here is Bedford. Just as we're sort of passing into the Boston airspace, we always see it right in front of us. We fly almost right over it on this arrival. Alright, getting pretty close to pretty close to 10,000 feet, and I see ice detected, so let's go ahead and get the ice protection all on. Speed's coming back nicely through 250. There we go. There's my speed coming back through 250 right now, still with 1,000 feet to go. Excellent. Doing good. Still cold out there for this time of year. Minus 15 degrees at 10,000 feet. Still cold. Beautiful clouds. I feel like I can enjoy...
3606, altimeter 3018, expect visual approach runway 4 right.
Okay, we'll plan the visual approach runway 4 right for Encore 3606. Cool, the visual approach. Nice.
Delta Golf 4707, descend and maintain.
Get a little bumpier out here now. And here comes 10,000, so let's go ahead and do the approach checklist.
Delta Golf 4707, are you planning to land visually
Alright, so...
off airport location, or are you planning to fly some kind of a published system approach? I'm just going to do a visual approach into the airport.
And that should be 10,000 descending 9,000. Alright, so approach checklist, altimeters 3018, 3 set. And airspace there, about 7 nav aids are not are actually not applicable for doing a visual anyways. Yeah, fuel transfer is off, takeoff controls are on.
4707, Roger. Obviously you're currently
GBWS landing flap 15 selected, high quantity checks, alt star, caution and warning lights check. Seatbelts are on, lights are on, cabin secure. We'll complete the approach checklist.
And cancel IFR now and go VFR.
A little bit of a solid cloud deck right here, but somewhere down here is Bedford. See, there it is on the MFD, so we should be able to see it up ahead somewhere here soon. And what we can do is we can always switch to another view. Let's go check out the external view tail cam. See if we can spot this airport here.
Actually, descend through the Boston class Bravo airspace is approved.
Little bumpy out there now.
Roger. Appreciate all your assistance this evening, and I'll be...
Why does it feel like the red beacon's not flashing anymore?
Anyway, thank you very much. 4707, run squawk 1200.
Should be flashing. It's on.
Delta Golf 4707 negative. Remain on your current code. You're going to be still in the class Bravo airspace, so I won't be able to talk to you for a little while yet. So just keep your current transponder code.
But you see again, we still have these noise issues. See, the strobe's flashing, but the beacon for some reason is not flashing. The beacon burned in, I guess, on that flight.
The airspace is 3,000 feet and above, so once you get below 3,000, they'll be able to terminate you.
Not sure where Bedford is. Maybe we passed over it already? Usually you can spot it pretty well. But the clouds are just enough that not quite. It's 10 miles ahead still, so.
Encore 3606, turn 10 degrees right, back to the final, descend and maintain 5,000.
Alright, descend 5,000 and 10 degree right turn Encore 3606. So 5,000 feet set, we'll do VS minus 1,000 and 10 degrees right, so right now we're about 109. So we'll just round it to 110 and say 120, keep it easy. Heading 120, heading cell, perfect. Wasn't paying attention when we leveled off there, didn't bring the power back. Aha! And there, in the distance, is Bedford. Haha. I'm loving this binocular view. It's a pity that it doesn't zoom a little quicker. there's a few suggestions I have for the designers of ChasePlane, and they're not by any means intended as criticisms, but just creative suggestions. The binocular mode is really neat. I would love to have an option to sort of do a zoom like that, like not just jump, but have it, you know, have the zoom transition, you know, whatever, like, you know, a half second or a second, but just a little transition there to sort of, you know, just like all the rest of the views. Like, that's one of the great things about ChasePlane is the smoothness of it. And so when you see things that are jumpy, that's kind of a little bit odd. The other suggestion I had for, and I really do have to send it off to the people who made ChasePlane, because I really think that they could benefit from some of these ideas anyways. It's certainly worth looking at them and saying, can we do them? Is switching between the external and external views. It'd be great if we could introduce a fade there like we have in the cinematic view. So instead of just jumping, cutting in a nice hard cut, you know, just soften it up a little bit.
3606, turn right heading 150, descend to maintain 3000.
Right turn at 150, descend 3000, Encore 3606. Alright, that's 150 and 3000. And again, the audio's gone. I picked this airplane because it's supposed to work a little better, but it doesn't always work. It seems that the second view you switch to in the interior is the one that undoes it. Okay, breaking out the bottom of the cloud decks here. We can see downtown Boston there. Going to leave the increased thrust switch on for a little bit longer in case we can hit any more ice. But so far we're doing pretty good here. And any second now you can commence the giant pause while it loads all of the FlyTampa Boston scenery. If it was smart, it would have done that while it was looking through the clouds. Oh, there's the pause. There's the FlyTampa scenery loading. Worth every moment of that pause, though. Looking a little unsettled here. Not terrible. Notice now the frame rate's...
3606, Boston Airport, 11 o'clock, 2 miles, report the airport in sight.
Okay, Encore 3606. We're just coming out the bottom of a layer, but we'll let you know when we have the airport in sight.
Okay.
Alright. Let's get this zoomed in a little bit more there. So the Boston airport should be over there somewhere. We just had to get out of this layer here, so I picked up the descent rate a little bit to make it a little bit more, a little quicker to get out the bottom of this layer here, spot that airport, and get our visual approach in. And really that's what we're all about here, because you wouldn't buy the scenery if you didn't want to look at it. So the visual approach is what we're all about here at 4-8.
Encore 3606, turn right heading 210, back in for descent.
Further right 210, Encore 3606.
Delta 2471, wind 150 at 3, runway 9er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9, Delta 2471.
Let's see if we can get that all the way back there. And do I get that all the way to 210? No, I got 207, so there's 210. We can increase the rate of descent a little more. We're doing pretty good, actually, for the descent rate here. We just have to break out. It's kind of hazy down here, too. This 10 miles viz is not working out for me here. Not working out at all. I guess the runway is falling behind us now. Yeah, there's downtown Boston behind us, so yeah, the runway's behind us anyways. He'll get us turned around in a second here.
Encore 3606, descend to maintain 2000, turn left heading 130.
Okay, down to 2000 and a left turn 130 for Encore 3606. Alright, 130 on the heading, there it is. I'll try and spot that airport as we come around here. Busy little city down there. It's really putting a damper on my frame rates. It's not bad, but definitely not as good as it was in cruise. Oh, if I'm going to continue doing this, I may have to get a faster processor one day. It's a decent video card in my computer. It's the processor, and also I could use a solid-state drive as well, I think. Alright.
3606, turn left heading 070.
3000 descending 2000. Left turn 070, Encore 3606. 070. Why is it cloudy over here?
2500.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch to loc mode there.
Encore 3606, control up the airport will be at your 11 o'clock, 7 miles, reported inside.
And Encore 3606, yeah, we're just flying through a couple of showers here. I don't know if we're actually going to get it in sight, to be honest.
Okay, Encore 3606, do you want me to bring you back up for the ILS then?
Let's give it about 2 or 3 more miles, see if we can spot it, if that's okay.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I haven't had any complaints earlier from guys that have been in on the visual, but it's been a little while since then. So to maintain 1,000. Actually, disregard, I'll just keep you at 2,000 for now.
Okay, Encore 3606. Alright, let's go high pumps on. And Encore 3606, we have the field in sight. There's the Pappies. Flap 5.
3606, Bedford's approach runway 4 right, that's for the working paid for you from where you are now.
Okay, Encore 3606, cleared for the visual, and I'm sorry, I missed the last part.
I just want to make sure you're okay from that position for the visual approach. So fast and work for you, we'll wind 1503, runway 4 right, cleared to land. If you need me to bring you back there, just let me know.
Okay, cleared to land 4 right. Yeah, we should be able to manage this in the Dash 8, Encore 3606. Alright, 3 green, let's go flap 15. And let's go landing checklist. So high pumps are on, landing gears down, 3 green, flap is 15 set indicated, and the condition levers are max. Ice detection is going to standard props and windshield. Bleed air is min and on, and the FA notification is PA. The landing checklist is complete. We're not going to get much chance to look at this scenery here as we try to get ourselves turned on to final here.
New York is offline.
But I think we will be okay here. They even modeled the walkers, the cranes there on final. They're quite the landmark. Alright. Not the cleanest visual approach ever. There was some showers there that really kind of kept us from spotting it very early here, but I'm just going to pull this up because I want to see the speed carefully as we're doing this. And let's do approach mode. It's got the loc anyways. We're a little high on the slope, but we're not too bad actually. We're definitely going to make it down there. Alright. Well, that approach worked out pretty well. I was not sure that visual was going to really work out for us, to be honest. I was beginning to doubt it for a little while there, but alright, we definitely need to get a little bit more power in there now. We got the sync rate a little bit high, but we're doing good. As my frame rate drops to low double digits here.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, not the best approach in the world. That was weird how the scenery vanished momentarily there. Alright, but we made it. Nice. Now we even got the turn off by Foxtrot.
3606, turn left on hotel, join Foxtrot, and cross runway 4 left.
Alright, left on hotel, join Foxtrot, cross 4 left for Encore 3606. Going to gate Alpha 1 today. So Foxtrot.
Alpha 3606, taxi Foxtrot, Alpha and Echo to the ramp, cross runway 4 left, so on.
Alright, Foxtrot, Alpha, and Echo to the ramp, cross 4 left. Thank you very much for all your help tonight for Encore 3606. Alright. Okay, and while we're at it, we should do the after landing flow.
Boston Center, Delta Golf 4707 with you.
I never did have a chance to even put on the taxi light because I was just trying to get this all done here. And here comes the FlyTampa Boston scenery though, and what a beautiful thing it is, even as it is killing my frame rate, and I'm probably going to have to tweak the settings on it before I do any more videos here at all, but what a beautiful piece of scenery. Okay, let's go ahead and do the rest of the after landing flow. So on. That go up. Off. Off. Probably for a second we should look where we're going, especially because we're at to cross a runway. So let's have a quick look. Clear right. The grass looks fantastic. I think I'm going to have to kill the grass though. My frame rate is dying the closer I get to the terminal here. Alright, strobe should still be on. Strobe's still on while we're crossing this runway. And then we'll finish the after landing checklist. Shut all of this off. Alright, so we're going to just kill the strobe light there. That's ice protection. Main bus tie to tie, and then I believe we're done the after landing flow. We just need to do the checklist. Kind of need about 4 hands to do this if I want to control the view. This is where track IR would be useful. It would be things like looking out the window as you're trying to turn. Because I'm trying to turn it with the hat switch. It's smoother than it ever was before, but it's not totally smooth right now. But there we go. And I really want to look out the window and just enjoy the scenery. So let's do the after landing checklist. Oh, stupid window. Alright, so radar is radar's off, transponder's still on out. And flap 0. Hope that wasn't for me. Control lock's on, tank oxygen's off, yaw damper's off. Flight taxi's taxi, anti-collision's red, all the lights are required, ice protection's all off except for the windshield. Main bus tie is tied and the APU is staying off after landing check was complete. Slow down a little bit. Wow, they got a lot of scenery, they got a lot of views.
4707, clear the classified airspace. Spark and maintain VFR. Radar service terminated.
They got a lot of nice scenery here though. I feel like maybe it's time for some external views.
4707, appreciate all your assistance tonight. You have yourself a wonderful one. Switching to Unicom.
But I don't want to focus on the airplane. This one I think will be nice. That's a good one for catching the taxiing airplane. Killed my frame rate even more. I'm sorry that the frame rate's so bad. My airplane...
Encore 3603, actually standby.
My airplane just cannot, or my computer just cannot keep up with the amount of scenery here. I will have to cut down some of the scenery detail here, I think, in Boston. But what a fantastic piece of scenery! What a great model of the Boston area, of the whole airport in general. The taxiways, look at that! A little bit of water ponding there, a fantastic effect. Probably the only time you're going to see that in my video because I'm going to have to tweak this. This is just not sustainable that I can keep this up like this. This is only the second time. I just basically, like I said, I sneak previewed it the other night. I should have probably tweaked the settings then, but I didn't really have time. So my apologies that the frame rate is so terrible when we're in there. So right turn here on Echo. My apologies that the frame rate is so terrible when we're in there.
3603, thanks for the service. We'll see you Friday.
I hope we'll
take care. See you then.
We'll tweak it a little bit and hopefully we'll get some better performance out of this thing for my next video. But I just wanted to get this video out there. I wanted to show off ChasePlane. It's such a great piece of software. I've been enjoying it so much. Now as we continue to taxi in,
Aircraft Boston Center suspending air traffic control service in the air TTC effective 0353 Zulu. Echoing golf procedures are now in effect.
let's see here if we have gate alpha. We don't have gate alpha 1 apparently. We do have alpha 3, so let's just go there. And we can be handled by Swissport is fine. Give it a pause while it loads everything, as if it wasn't working hard enough just to keep the... Oh god, GSX is gonna kill it. Gonna kill it altogether. I need some solid state drives for this, I think. Well, my birthday's coming up in a few months. Maybe I can ask somebody for that. Wow, but now that I'm just seeing the scenery, wow. Nevertheless, this scenery is fantastic. Just the level of detail, you know, the textures on the pavement, the textures of the lines, the signs everywhere, the jet bridges everywhere, vehicles driving around, and I want to keep the vehicles, but I might have to kill the vehicles. There's certain things I'm probably going to have to sacrifice for my performance on this. I had a brief look at the configurator, but I didn't really do anything with it. But I will definitely have to play with it before my next video. But thank you so much, YouTube, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun for me. I really am enjoying ChasePlane, and I'm glad I got a chance to share it with you. And I don't know exactly where Alpha 3 is, but I have a good idea. Maybe I should actually look it up. Somewhere here I have the actual parking gates. Alpha 3 is there. Okay, yeah. That's just down the road from Alpha 1, so it's pretty much the same area. But yeah, sorry, where was that? I just wanted to say thank you, YouTube, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying this Boston scenery. It's fantastic. I will do something about the frame rate. I apologize for it if you're watching this and you think it's bad. You should try taxiing through it. My computer's just not meant to handle this. I should have tweaked it before I did this video, but there's a couple things that I kind of need to do to get this video done this week, and this was one of the only chances I had, so I wanted to get it done. I appreciate your patience with me while I get it done, though. And I promise I will have improved performance in Boston. I will be doing more flights from Boston because the scenery is phenomenal. And not just Boston, Toronto. I will do some other scenery as well. I will record some more stuff for you because I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I just feel like my marshaller is there. Wow. Really? To marshal a Dash 8, you had to stand on that? I feel like that might be overkill. Alright, marshaller's in sight. Taxi light off. And I might have to check the AFCAD files because I feel like these guys are not aligned with the FlyTampa scenery. And I'm going to have to look into this as well. Yeah, what is with this marshaller here? Really? That's your marshal? You know what? I'm going to ignore this altogether because that is so far out of whack, it's not even funny. We're going to go down to Alpha 1 like we said we're going to. We'll just marshal ourselves in down at Alpha 1. I have a feeling that my traffic AFCADs are probably interfering with the FlyTampa AFCAD, so I will have to investigate that as well. You know, the trouble with the prepared world is there's so much out there. Look at that model of the hotel. That is really good. There's so much out there in the prepared world. You know, when you go to make videos, it's hard to always check everything in advance. So, you know, I mean, basically you could do a dry run of every video if you really wanted to, but that would probably be overkill. But then again, there's so much that you have to check. You know, there's the scenery, there's the performance of the scenery, the AFCAD files for GSX to see if GSX is going to work properly. Like, so much you have to check. It's, you know, it can be a bit challenging. Sometimes you got to accept that the video is not going to always be perfect. That's basically what I'm getting at. Not the one I wanted, not left main gear, nose gear. Oh, I got the nose gear on the line. This is an interesting way to park an airplane, that's for sure. Without the sounds, it's very difficult, though. Stop going backwards. Move the power levers even a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And, oop. There we go, park and brake. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go data, services, before I forget, GPU request. Alright, perfect. High pumps off. And start feather. And we have to get those off. We also have to get the nose steering off. And the seatbelts off. Alright. And shutdown checklist. So taxi light is off. Transponder is standing by. Emergency brake is on. High pumps are norm. Power levers are disc. Condition levers start feather. Nose steering is off. Seatbelts are off. Bleed air is min and off. And external power. And I should have that up. Did the request for the GPU not go through? Really? Oh, for crying out loud. So let's bring that up so that we can see when the external power comes on. Keep throwing the switch. Sooner or later they'll get it. There it is. And then that should probably be good then. Condition levers 30 seconds. Fuel off. Lights as required. Standby oxygen main batteries. Whoa, too far. Off. Battery master off. And emergency brake is staying on. Alright. Congratulations, we are here. And let's open the door, and I'm not 100% sure. The jetway, oh, the jetway will work. The jetway's coming down. Beauty, beauty. Jetway's coming down, and I'm not sure if GSX will recognize the fact that we're parked. No. GSX will not recognize the fact that we're parked, so too bad for GSX. We will just simulate the unloading. And away everybody goes. So there we go. Thank you, YouTube, for watching. We're here. We've docked at Gate Alpha 1 here in Boston. And what a beautiful set of scenery this is. The iconic control tower, the bridges, transparent bridges. Look, you could, the glass is transparent. You can see through. Transparencies are fantastic. The expanded parking garage, the hotel. Oh, it's just beautiful here. I'm sorry the frame rate is so lousy, so we're panning around, but I just wanted to show you a little bit. You've got quite a few good detailed buildings of Boston downtown in the distance. The entrance to the tunnel here. Just fantastic scenery. Load the terminal, and it's there. It's just fantastic. I'm going to have to do something about the performance, but YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this first preview of ChasePlane. And there's the belly view. I'm enjoying ChasePlane a lot. It's a fantastic piece of software, and very makes the videos look a lot nicer. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're enjoying the FlyTampa Boston scenery here, and thank you so much for watching the channel. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you follow me on Twitch as well. I do live streaming on Twitch. I tend not to do quite as intense a video on Twitch. It's a lot more casual. I like to talk to people as I'm flying on Twitch. So if you like to talk about what you see in the videos here, please comment in the section below. But more importantly, follow me on Twitch, Captain Nabs on Twitch, and you'll see more videos. All right, thank you very much for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you all next time.